Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do a little video, okay, babe?
Okay, babe.
Say action whenever you're ready.
Ready? Take one.
Why call? Why call? Okay, ready? Go. I got a little itch in my dish. Okay, ready?
A little itch in your dish.
How do you say this again?
Seltzer.
Seltzer. Okay.
Go. Ready and take two.
Why call? Why do I keep saying it like that? Okay, ready? Claw.
Claw. I like the claw. Take three.
Many of you may enjoy a few drinks every now and then at a social gathering. So today I present you with none other than the White Claw Hard Seltzer, ladies and gentlemen. Only 100 calories, 2 carbs. What? 2 carbs? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is keto friendly. What? You do keto? You're whack. Anyways, 100 calories, 2 carbs, mangoes, sprinkle a little bit of trechas for you little Mexicanas, and eat them with some hot Cheetos, y muy bien. So, for a discount code, there's none, but you can go try it. Welcome back to none other than the
Casey and Boo Boo Show.
And today, we will be talking about
How I blessed you by coming into your life.
So we'll be talking about, remember in our last video we said we'll leave that for
Shit, you can move
another
those
day.
hands.
Well, today is the other day. And we'll be talking about the way we met, how we met, where we met, why we met, why the universe brought us together,
Yep.
where the
Yep.
universe brought us
Yep.
together.
Yeah.
So,
Better watch it.
maybe you should sit down like this.
Okay.
Very proper. She just got her what are these called?
Nails.
Her fingernails done. She needs doing. So I'm gonna let her give a little bit of her side of the story, and then I'm gonna chime in.
This is not rehearsed. I don't know what I can and cannot say.
You can say whatever you want. I don't like this here, so I'm gonna move it. Awkward.
You're gonna be so aggressive.
Oh man, you look good.
I do, baby?
Straight up, I date you. Alright, let's go.
I don't know where to start.
So, it all comes back to the 19th century BC. I don't know. So,
Where do you want me to start?
So,
We'll say-
How about like Felipe? Okay, so we had, oh wait, why am I taking over? It's your
Yeah,
turn to
why are you
talk.
taking over? Okay, so I had a friend named Felipe who was trying to tell me about some girl for himself, and said she was friends with so and so, and well, she was friends with Hector.
That's me.
Woo woo. And
Okay.
I was like, nope, don't know who she is. You have to know. You know who Hector is.
Everybody knows who Hector is. How don't you know who Hector is? But anyways, keep going.
I said, no, I don't know who he is. He literally described him to me. He's just like, he has like the best style. He cuffs his pants. He's a very good looking guy. And I was like, I don't know. So he pulls him up on Instagram. So at first glance, I look and I'm just like, no, I've really never seen him before. That was the end of that. Then a couple days later, I was with Felipe again. And Felipe brought up, and I can't even remember why, again,
Me?
Boo Boo. Damn, watch your teeth. I'm like, I don't know who Hector is. He said, yes, you do. You have to know. Pulls up the Instagram again. Shows me. I'm not even looking at this guy like, ooh, he's sad. You know, like I wasn't looking for that. Like, no.
It's hot.
So,
go on your story.
so anyways, I was like, man, this guy's speaking very highly of him. Like, this guy's saying he's handsome. He has very good style. He said it was very different. And he said, he said a couple more things I don't want to say. But, no, there were good things. Oh yeah, so then that was it. And then I feel like it was like a day or two later. Should we be specific? Months, times of the year?
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's just say it was cold outside.
It was it's cold outside.
It was cold outside. Get on my Instagram and I see I have a request from none other than this handsome fella.
I have nothing to say right now because she's speaking facts, so I'll let her continue. But just wait.
So anyways, I saw him and I thought, fucking Felipe, right? So I give Felipe a call and I'm like, did you tell him about me? And he's like, no.
What did Felipe say?
No, he's like, I don't really talk to that guy regularly. Like, I just see him like whenever I go out. So you go out, you know, without me. God. Anyways, but I was like, don't lie to me. Like, there's no way that you're just gonna tell me twice about this guy, show me his Instagram both times, and like a day or two later he's gonna request me.
But there is a way.
So Felipe swore like I have not talked to Hector about you. So I accepted him and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow back. So I followed him back. But I wasn't thinking anything of it. I wasn't thinking like, ooh, he's so hot or nothing. Like I was just like, oh, okay. Nah, let's move on. So he goes on, he posts a story. So I click it because I'm trying to just, you know, get to know who this guy is. And I see, and I've posted this before, but you guys don't know what I'm talking about. He posted literally a picture of his hot pink socks.
So I had some hot pink Nike socks.
Long,
I'm
right?
sure a lot of you fellas out there have some hot pink Nike socks.
So I'm like, okay. I thought Felipe said he had really good style, but whatever. So then that same day, I go to the gym, and I used to go to Planet Fitness.
She doesn't even work out.
I went to Planet Fitness. I was leaving the gym. I locked my doors because I'm very sick.
You're thirsty again.
So good to me.
Thirst. Okay, go on.
So I'm leaving the gym. I'm in my car and I get on Instagram, and as you know, I'm on there, kind of look up, and I did like a double take. So you guys know, next to Planet Fitness, there was this old gym. I see hot pink socks, and to me, I was so naive at the time, like just dumb, that I'm like, what are the chances someone else is wearing these hot pink socks, right? So I go back and I see them, and I was like, huh. So I messaged him and I said,
Okay, so I see Casey walking to her car from a distance.
but how do you know it's me though?
Because like I already know what you look like.
How?
Because how we follow each other on Instagram. Duh. Anyways, she just you see the way she is. That's why she's drinking.
I love to hear
Because
it.
she's
I
all
love
thirsty.
to hear it.
So she's walking to her car, and I had just parked. And she
You
was,
saw me while you were.
yeah, because you got parked pretty far that day. I remember.
Yeah, because I was trying to get my steps in.
LOL, you didn't even know about that back then. Anyways, so I'm walking, like I parked the car, my buddy gets off, and I saw her walking to her car, but she hadn't seen me yet, like, cause she was looking down. So me and my
Because I
buddy,
meant my business.
me and my buddy were walking, and I was like, wait, bro, I gotta get something for my car. What do I gotta get for my car? I have no idea, but I gotta get something for my car. So I walk back to my car in hopes that she sees me. So then I walk back, and then I go inside, and then, ding ding, you message me.
Yeah.
So my plan worked.
Yeah. So I messaged him about the socks, and then we still have the messages, by the way.
Oh.
And then he says something like, oh yeah, haha, that's me. I work out right here. You work out at Planet Fitness, right? And I was like, oh yeah. And there was nothing going on. And then at the end, he's just like, oh, okay, well, nice to meet you, Casey. I was like, nice to meet you, Hector. And then that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it, but like,
But low key, I was hoping like she'd be like, keep messaging me, but she didn't. So I give her props for that.
because I'm not thirsty.
Woo!
Days later,
Days later.
it's even colder now.
Even colder now.
Because you guys know I'm a pescatarian right now, but I used to be vegan/vegetarian.
Vegan.
I was cooking tofu.
Cooking in the kitchen. Cooking up in the kitchen.
So I'm recording.
Oh, yeah. Let me see what that wrist do. Yeah, hey, what are you recording?
I was recording my tofu in the pan, right?
Yeah.
He messaged me. This
Yeah.
is just a few days later, right?
Yeah.
Do you really want to know, or you're just trying to make conversation? 'Cause
No,
you're
no,
that
no.
thirsty?
I swear, straight up, at the time, like, I was like, it's because when she posted the video, like, it was little chunks. So I was like, it's white. It's on a pan. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, it has to be egg, but who makes egg?
Because remember, he would eat eggs for
But
breakfast,
it's
lunch,
like,
and dinner.
yeah, who eats eggs? Like, how do you make, like, why would he make eggs like this? Like, anybody in their right mind would not make eggs in little chunks. So, straight up, like, when I messaged you, it was like a
Solely for that purpose.
Yeah.
So then I get a message from him, and it says,
And she's like her day's going real bad, and she gets a message, and her day just changes.
he says, "Is that eggs?" That's it. That's all he said. And I was like, "No, it's tofu." And then we went into a very lengthy conversation about how to make tofu.
Now that was me just like like I didn't give a fuck about tofu at the time, but like now I'll eat it. Like tofu's good, sure. Except for especially from PF Chang's.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, at the moment, like it was just like extending the conversation to see
To
how.
see if I was a bad texter.
Nah, to.
Yeah. We all watched the first video. We know.
Are you done?
Some of us watched it a little more than others, but whatever.
It was to see like how far I could get. Like as far as like when she was gonna stop messaging me, or if she was just gonna say like, oh okay, yeah, bye.
I feel like the tofu talk.
And then like the tofu sway to Chipotle.
Yeah, I swear I was gonna say Chipotle. The tofu went to Chipotle. Y'all know me. You know I love Chipotle. I could talk for days about Chipotle. He'd never been there, and I was hoping like ask me out already. No, I'm just kidding.
She's not. But anyways, go on.
At the time,
That's for another day.
that's for another day.
Anyways, go on.
Oh yeah. So then went into Chipotle, which went into other things, which went into me working out at the gym, and then he tells me that he has seen me at Planet Fitness before. Right, baby?
Yeah, it's because one time I was working out and there was a girl with horrible form. So
I
I was like, Jesus.
tell the real story.
Now, I mean, I used.
You're getting somewhere.
So
Okay, go.
whenever I
speak the truth, baby.
Yeah, so I used to work out at Planet Fitness. Once, like, she was doing sprints or whatever. Poor little thing couldn't even run fast. She was like if she would have stopped, like she would have flew back.
But how did you know what I look like?
Because I knew you were Chris's sister and you look like Chris, like mildly, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I seen her like running.
What did you think when you saw me running sprints?
I was like, dang, she could run like you already seen Forrest Gump like running. Like that's what she looked like. She looked like Forrest Gump, like just running. So
okay, then the second time?
Nah, so then the second time, like I was working out, we were by the dumbbells, and then I saw her, but I had my capro low. I was doing my sets, but like low key, I was like looking at her like, what's up, though, mama? You know, like, so like I did, like I checked her out before. There was not much to check out at the time.
At the time?
I'm just kidding. Anyway.
The audacity.
So I told you I seen you at Planet Fitness already.
Oh yeah, and then I thought, ring, 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 stalker alert, stalker alert. But I was like, dang, he liked me then.
And no, anyways, go on.
And then what else? Literally, okay, so literally, we would message like all day on Instagram though.
Yeah, all day on
And
Instagram.
all night until one of us would fall asleep, and then like whoever woke up first like would text in the morning right away, and we did that
Straight up,
for,
like,
for weeks.
It's crazy, like, cause that time, like, at the moments I was just like, fuck, I want to text you.
Yeah,
You know,
I felt the
like-
same. After a while, I felt like God, like not that I like, oh, I want to be with him. I was just like, man, he's so fucking cool. Like,
Yeah, like
I just
we
felt
vibe.
something. Like,
We
there's
vibe
something.
really well, like straight up.
It was really
It was
weird.
cool, yeah. So like, I'm not the type of person, or like, I'm not the type of person to be like, text me, you know, like, or like the type of person to be like, here's my number. So like,
He would be like hinting at me, like, oh man, I wish I could send you GIFs.
Yeah, I
And I'm
wish I
just
could
like,
send you a
just
GIF.
fucking ask for my number already, but he wouldn't. Like, he wouldn't. I wasn't gonna like
Yeah.
pressure him. But he said it For real, like minimum 4 times.
Yeah, I did.
Right?
Like I said it. Yeah, I said a lot. Like.
So finally, the last time, what did I say? I'm like, are you gonna ask me for my number?
I don't even remember. Yeah.
Like at this point, it was already like we're like 2 weeks deep.
Yeah, like just on 2 weeks, like on Instagram messaging back and forth, like
Oh,
bam, bam.
yes.
And my dumbass still didn't get the hint, like, hey, ask her for her number, you know? Like,
Yeah, I'm glad I never see that movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then from Instagram, we jump into texting, right?
Mm-hmm. We jump into texting.
Yeah. And like at the moment, like, it was like, okay, like, I just met
Taking
her.
a lot out of me. We've never really shared this before.
I just met her.
It's like very personal.
Yeah,
to
like
me.
I just met her, but I like her. Like it's weird.
It's like
Like not like her, but like I have a crush on her. Like I know, like I have a crush on her because I want to text her all the time. Like when I get a message from her, like it's like damn. Like, I go out to eat. We're gonna be raw.
what? You go to eat where I wanted to
I go out to eat to Hooters, right? With my buddy. My buddy's friend comes by, and then my buddy's friend's like, oh, like, yeah, Casey, right? And I'm like,
Wait.
yeah.
Wait, was that before? What you're saying was before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
then like he comes through, he's like, oh Casey, and I'm like, nigga, what?
Wait, why did he say my name?
Yeah, like he brought her up, right?
Just
So I'm-
randomly?
Yeah, like he brought her up and I was like,
I think we know who the real stalker is.
so I'm like, alright. Like it is what it is. So
You
then
got real like defensive, like you wanted to fight?
yeah, I was kinda mad. So then
Okay, baby.
that night we go out. and then
Sorry,
that
what?
guy's like around Casey, right?
Yeah, so now let me tell my story. So
Yeah.
I went out with one of my really good friends, and Felipe, right? And so we were there, and this person like knew that I would go there all the time. So he shows up there, and we were on low battery.
Okay, so yeah, anyways.
So anyways, I don't know that this guy's there, right? Not that it matters, but he obviously saw me, so he thought because of what the guy said I was with the guy, and I was just like, haha, like he tried to talk to me, but like, hey, cool, and then I'm like with my friends. So that's what was taking place on my side, and that's what he was seeing on his side.
And then like, so let's get a little deeper. So it's like, don't like perceive things the way you want to perceive it, you know, like unless you know what's really going on.
Yes.
So anyways, so remember I'm at Hooters and this guy brings her up, and then I go out and I see them like in the same mix, and I'm like, motherfucker, like.
And little old me has no idea what's going
Yeah,
on. As I'm there, you know, I always like to scan the perimeter because I want to be aware of my surroundings.
Oh shit. Bumble.
And I see someone that he would hang out with, and I'm like, okay, if that's his friend, that has to be him. Keep in mind, at this point that we were out, I have never, ever, ever seen him in person.
Except for the pink socks, but
Except for his feet, like his pink socks, like his legs, or I guess. And then like on Instagram, even like I literally would like look through all his Instagram, which was not very many pictures because he doesn't post that much. And in all his pictures, he had his phone literally like this. So like, you see that? How you can't really see my face? So what was I supposed to go off of? So I'm like, I think that's him. And then we make fun. He was wearing a blue sweater vest.
A blue cardigan.
Cardigan.
fucking Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, so I see him, and so I'm aware that I think it might be him. And so like, you know, as I'm looking around, I'm hoping that we both kind of like look at each other. All I want to do was just say hi. But I wasn't going to go over there and tell him hi, you know?
Yeah.
And I know he fucking saw me.
So yeah, I walked in.
He saw me.
Yeah, and then
What? But tell everyone, why didn't you tell me hi?
so I
Just
I'm,
say.
I just don't. Like,
You see, to me, still being very naive, I think like, should have just been like from far away, like, hey.
yeah,
And
like
say, hey, whatever.
I'm too prideful, like I won't go up to you. So anyways,
That has changed tremendously.
yeah. So then I'm about to leave, but the reason I'm leaving is because she's like towards the exit by her friend, like she's with her girlfriend at the time by the exit. So
Yeah,
I tell
we're
my
sitting
buddy
there, we're
like
sitting there.
I tell my buddy I'm a bounce already.
And I tell my friend, no, my friend tells me, I think he's leaving. So we turned around to like with our backs facing where he was gonna walk through, and right when he was passing by, she told me when to turn around. I turned around and I saw him, I was like,
So like I walked out like on purpose because I knew she was gonna,
you
like
see the things that they do to us, ladies.
I knew that.
Why?
I
Like,
knew
why
she
do you
was
do
there.
that?
Yeah.
Fucking play hard to
So
get.
then I wasn't really going home. I was going to my friend's house.
So wait, let me.
Yeah.
Okay, so then my group of friends, we leave, right? This person is there, whatever. Then Felipe is there, right? So Felipe is like, I'm like so tired. Felipe's like, oh, we're gonna go to like another house party. It's already like after 2. It's after 2 already.
Hold on, but time out. So the place where I was going, Felipe and that person talked.
Yeah.
So originally I wanted to go home. But
Same.
I was like, damn, like I'm gonna go to this place in hopes that she shows up there.
Here, baby, you look a little thirsty. Damn, I could quench your thirst.
So I'm in hopes that, yeah, like straight up, I'm in hopes that she's gonna pull up, right, skirt, and get in my
and
ride. Anyways, go on.
I would have.
Go on.
And I had no idea that he was gonna be there, right? Like, honestly, like I saw him and I wanted to message him so bad, but I had nothing to talk about. So as much as like maybe like 2 weeks went by where we were like messaging, and then at this time I felt like we weren't texting.
Yeah, we weren't texting. Yeah.
We weren't. We kind of went out of order. So we were just messaging as much as we would message, and I felt like, okay, something more is going on. It was still a little embarrassing to be the first one to text, especially after 2 a.m., which I did not. So I'm at this other friend's house, you know, this other person is here. It's already after 2, and I'm already like not having it. Like once I'm already in the mood, like I just want to go home. So Felipe was my ride, and he was going to the house party that
Where
he
I was
gonna go to.
And it was fucking cold, so I was just waiting there. Like, I want to go home, but I'm hoping she pulls up.
Yeah.
And then I hear, like, Felipe is coming, so I'm like... I was like, yes!
No, so then back on my side, I'm like, Felipe, like, I want to go home. So then so-and-so was like, oh, I'll take you home. I was like, oh, thank God, like, please. Like, I just wanted to go straight home. Well, so what do? Boop.
And then Felipe shows up, and he's not there, so I'm like, all right, I'm a dip. Like...
Aw, baby,
like,
what did you think when he showed up and I wasn't there?
Nothing.
Did you ask anybody, like...
No, I didn't.
Prideful. I messaged. I think I was the one that decided.
Yeah.
I was always like the one like. So I messaged. What did I tell
I
him?
remember. But I...
I remember what I told him. I said, hey.
No.
Okay. I'm like, hey, were you at this place tonight? And then he said, yeah, why? Or would you say, yeah, why were you? So at the time, this is one time I did lie. I said like, oh, I think it was you, but like deep down I knew it was him. So I said, I think I saw you. Again, I saw him, right? And he's like, oh yeah, that was me. So then we get into our night, and I'm telling him like, I had such a horrible night.
Yeah, like she starts saying me like all this crazy stuff, and I'm like exiting, going home, and just hoping that she says like, come to my house. But nah, but think about it, like we're not cool like that yet.
No, we had never even seen each other in
Yeah.
person. I would never say that, and that's just not the type of girl that I am.
Yeah, so I'm
not the type of woman that
I remember I'm exiting home, and then like she's telling me about her night. So then like think about it, like I had this whole perspective like, damn, like she's out, like I just heard this guy say her name, and then like she's just like, I fucking had a horrible night, like whatever. So that makes me feel better.
Totally different from
Yeah.
what was said earlier.
So that made me feel a lot better.
Yeah, so finally I tell him I'm home. When I messaged him, it was after 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So we were talking for a while.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I think you worked the next
Yeah, the next day I worked.
Poor baby. Then we got into the whole like where he was real hinting at like texting, and then we started texting.
Yeah, and then we started, I don't know, some shit like that. Who knows?
Yeah, because
Anyways.
why else would I message you on Instagram versus
Yeah,
texting?
versus texting. It's kind of feel like earlier we said we started texting.
No, but I already told them that we went out of order.
Yeah, we went out of order. You're right. So then we started texting, and then I'm gonna go out again.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Okay,
So then I'm like, what are you doing? It's like a Tuesday, I think.
It's a random
No, it's a
ass
Tuesday
day.
for sure. It's a Tuesday. So then.
when he remembers the day.
So then. So I text her like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just watching movies. Like, I'm at my friend's house. We're watching movies. And I'm like, man, my friends want to go here, but it's like far.
It's
right?
out of town.
It's out of town. Yeah.
It's not in our town.
It's out of town. I'm like, what should I do? But low key, like, I was hoping she'd say like, nah, don't go. I'm trying to kick it with you. But I didn't want to ask her, you know? So I'm like, what should I do? And she's like,
Man,
well,
they're so
go.
prideful.
Like, go. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're going to go, right?
And I was like, fuck, he's gonna go. I was telling Felipe, like, he's going over there.
Yeah,
like,
so,
what the
but like,
fuck?
low
He
key,
doesn't like me.
So then I'm like, but I already knew, like, I didn't want to go over there. Like, I was just like hinting at her, right? So then I tell her.
Obviously, neither one of us can take hints.
So then I don't go over there because I never wanted to go over there. And we stay like in town. So then I turned like, oh, I didn't end up going, I'm in town, right?
Yeah, and you told me where you were at, and then
she said, oh, I'm about to leave, right?
yeah, I said, oh, I'm about to leave my friend, right? Like that was me.
So then I was like, come through.
He said, come through! That's literally what I did when I was at my friend's house. I was like, he said, come through. Oh my God. And then I debated it for the next 30 minutes, and I wasted a lot of time debating it because that's who I am as a person, right, baby?
Yeah.
One of my worst and best qualities.
That you're not a good decision maker.
Yeah,
Go on.
that's why I'm...
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like, okay, keep in mind, we have this like such an intense connection.
And
but
it's
we
all
have,
through texting.
We've never ever, did we talk on the phone? I feel like we did not talk
Maybe
on the phone.
you did one time because I remember you called me and I was all tripped out like, why the fuck is she calling me?
Because of old school.
Yeah, but it could have been like later. But anyways.
Yeah, I feel like we had not like talked on the phone because that's like more personal.
Yeah, you're
personable.
right. You're right.
So keep in mind, it was never seen him before, never really like heard his voice, never talked on the phone.
Never really seen. Oh yeah, you did in that one time, but like she had never seen my face. Like oh,
yeah, I still haven't seen his face, so I'm like, fuck, oh my God, what do I do? And but like his game, like always on point. I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. Cause I just like really wanted you, like I really wanted to like know you, you know?
Yeah.
Like I craved you.
Jesus Christ.
So then she pulled up.
So he said, come through. And I literally yelled to Felipe, like, he said, come through. So then he told me where he was at. And Felipe's like, do you want me to take you? Like, do you want me to take you? And I said, I'll only go if you go with me. Because, like, he's my wingman. I'm like, I'll go with you if you go with me. Like, I really want to see him, but I'm so nervous. Like, old Casey didn't do shit like this. Like, I've never done stuff like this before. But at the same time, like, I wanted to be different. Like, I didn't want to be my old self. So we go, we're in the parking lot, and then I text him and I said, I'm here. And then he's like, oh, okay, like, well, I'm playing pool or whatever. So in one moment, Felipe's like, do you want to get off? I said, I can't get off. I can't get off. So after like a minute of contemplating, we drive off. And I said, fuck, turn around, turn around. So we turned around, we parked again. And I got off. And I walked in and I was just like, oh my God. And I still remember, I was wearing like a loose pink shirt, like a little crop top with shorts. And I just went, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, hey. And I think we gave each other a little hug.
Like a little side hug.
Like a little side hug like this, hey. Because I've never seen him.
Touch faces, really
No, and I even told Felipe, what if he's ugly? He's like, he's not. He's very good looking. So I was really trusting like what he said. So we went and gave each other a side hug. I sat down. I was literally sitting down like this. And all I remember was him talking shit to his friends. And then he's like playing pool. He's right in front of me. He puts his butt right in front of me.
Yeah, I was acting stupid.
Yeah, he was.
I was acting stupid.
And then he's about to hit the ball.
I didn't know how to act.
Yeah, he was acting out of control. And I'm like, it's a little funny, whatever. And we were there for a bit, right?
Yeah.
And so he sat next to me like one time only.
Yeah, because I didn't want to seem too thirsty.
We exchanged words, and then we were leaving. I gave him another side hug, and then I left. I was like, oh, he touched me. That's exactly how
And then that's when and then like in the mist, I told her like, let's go to McAllen, right?
No,
Oh,
that's not how
shit.
it happened. I said I needed new clothes.
Oh
and
yeah. She said.
And this was me. Look at me. I'm learning from his
She's a
shit.
little snake.
I started learning little by little. So I said, man, I really need some pants. Like, I really want to go to the mall.
And I said, oh, me too.
Yeah. He caught on, right? So he said, oh, me too. He's like, oh, well, which one do you want to go to? And I was like, oh, Selby McAllen. So.
I know, I'm the one that's so McAllen. She wants to go to Hardy.
No, where do you buy pants? Anyways, I didn't want to be seen with him. Like, not so much because I was embarrassed of him, not at all. I just didn't want any of the shit that came along with it. And he didn't want to be seen with me because, like, we both kind of...
We already knew.
We had a past, you know, both of us. And so we were trying not to be seen, but we so desperately wanted to be with each other. So he picks me up and I make the mistake. I think I said, like, I'm starving.
Hold on, but I pick her up and she never tells me.
Oh yeah!
I pick her up and she never tells me like where to pick her up. I just pull up and say I'm outside.
Weeks later, I'm like, hey. He's like, what's up? I was like, when we went on our first like date or whatever, how did you know where I live?
I need to go pee.
Never told him where I live, but he just told me like I'm outside. And as I'm going outside, I never like look at his car because I was so embarrassed to like look up. This is only the second time I'm seeing him, so I'm just like, oh my God. So I just get in his car, sit down, and I was like this the whole time. Like my hands were right here the whole time. So yeah, babe, how did you know where I lived? Seriously, our story is like my favorite story to tell. Babe.
Yeah.
Love you. I love you. I heard that. It's dirty.
It's yellow, let it mellow. But I flushed it. May I have washed my hands? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, keep in mind, before her, we had like a family, well, she had a family member that I was cool with. So I knew that he lived there, and I knew, like, I just knew the mix, you know, so that's why I knew where she lived.
But look at me. Not even catching red flags. Like, how
Yeah,
do
like
you
at
know
the
where
moment-
I live?
Yeah.
I never told him.
Yeah.
He just, I'm outside and I'm just like, ooh, cool. And I just got in your car.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I
And then
know.
we went to McAllen.
Then we took off to McAllen. And then I made the mistake of saying, oh, I'm so hungry. And he's like, oh.
So then we went to Chipotle.
Well, no, he's like, well, do you want to eat at the Chipotle here? And I'm like, no. I mean, no, let's go eat at the one in McAllen. Trying to be all like real discreet. Later on, we both told each other we did not want to be seen with each other. So we went on our date. It wasn't
Yeah.
really a date at the time. Or did you think it was a date? I hoped it was a date, but I didn't know.
Yeah, who knows?
When he paid for my Chipotle, I knew it was a
We
date.
just like, we went and we just went along with it, you know?
Yeah.
But we both know, like,
Okay.
so yeah.
It was so much fun, by the way. Like, this is our second time seeing each other, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was
Like,
crazy, like.
We
'cause
acted like we knew each other forever and ever.
Yeah, the way we vibed together was just instant.
Yeah, it was different.
So yeah, we met on Instagram,
We met on Instagram.
literally not knowing each other,
Yeah.
not knowing that, like.
So wait, we still all want to know.
What?
Why'd you hit the follow button?
I already told him, I don't know, I just hit it.
You hit it.
Yeah.
No, really.
No.
Wait, like what? Like you search? Like I want to know the juicy details. Did you search me, or I popped up and then you're just like?
No, you had already popped up, and then like I
Like
knew,
at that moment.
Yeah, and I know, like you popped up, and I already knew your Instagram name.
So
then,
you
yeah.
searched me.
Yeah, I searched you, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll follow her.
But what were you doing that made you like? Let me just see her Instagram.
I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. Like at that time, I don't remember. But I remember, I searched you, and I just like, yeah, fuck it.
Swallowed his pride, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
So yeah, that is how we met, ladies and gentlemen. There was a few bumps before, but we met, and now we're here.
And then we were here. There's so much more in between. Good
Now
stuff.
we have our own
Good
place.
stuff.
We're at a great point of our life.
Yeah, so keep in mind, let me just add something. Let me add something. I didn't post him for such a long time, right, baby? Like, I was hanging out with him without posting about him just because he was, like, so special to me. And so when I did start posting him, people were like, whoa, like, you're moving way too fast. And I'm like, pump the brakes, bro. Like, I post what I want to post on Instagram. You don't know my real life.
Yeah.
Instagram
like,
is not real life 100%.
Like a lot of people felt like it was just from one day to the next, but it's like there was so much that we just kept to ourselves because
Yes.
like we didn't really care for people to know. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it was not important.
So
So yeah, if you think we just got this place and we just met,
you're.
joke's on you.
It's been like 2 years, right?
Yeah,
it's been a while, yeah. So yeah, that's our story. We met on Instagram, so if you met your significant other on Instagram or are currently talking to someone that you met on Instagram,
There's hope. We're not saying it's gonna
Yeah.
work out because what if the other person is a weirdo?
yeah, but
In our case.
in our case it worked out and I feel like we're living our best life.
But,
Yeah, and we got this beautiful place together. So
yes.
yeah, bitches. Now y'all know. Now
So
y'all know.
good.
Now y'all know how we met, and we'll see you later. Toodles, my noodles.
Wait.
That's for another day. Hasta mañana.
Bye.